Hey, welcome. I'm Danielle. I actually just woke up, but I'm feeling just something on my heart that I want to get out because I know what it's like to be a little scared to be in my human body, to feel signs and symptoms of things that maybe you have no idea what's going on. And so I just wanted to give a message of hope where our bodies are so intelligent, and when you are having signs and symptoms, it is your body doing its best to keep you at a neutral place. And those signs and symptoms are just little whispers to tell you that, hey, like you might need to start doing something different. And so when you look at your body, you just want to look at it as you have an internal environment as well as an external, but you really want to look at your internal environment. And so a lot of times throughout the years, maybe we don't eat great, we're exposed to toxins, heavy metals, maybe we've taken vaccines, prescription drugs, maybe we're not, in a positive mindset. Maybe the people around us are stressing us out. All these things really play into what's going on in your body. And so if you want to heal, you cannot heal when you're in a stress state. You just can't, because when your body is, giving off all these stress hormones, your heart is racing. You are focused on other things to keep you alive versus healing. So that is one thing that you should look at is manage your stress. Take a good look at your stress and how you're talking to yourself. All these things are huge. It really, really is huge. And so there's that. But number one, let's look at the food we are eating. And so you cannot heal if you have a clogged up gut. You just cannot. Your gut is huge and it's linked to everything. So if you're not pooping 1 to 3 times a day, that's number one. That's where we have to start. Our food and our digestion. And so if your body wants to heal and you're eating processed food, meat 3 times a day, like even a piece of pizza takes 12 plus hours just to break down from your small intestines. And so you need to start moving towards foods that will give some ease in your body. If you're digesting all the time and you're clogged up, you're not healing. And so my number one tip for starting to change your internal environment is to shift your foods. Now, does this mean that you might have to do this forever? Well, no, but if you do what you've always done, you're gonna get to where you are now again. So yes, you do need to start putting in more plant foods and keeping them there, I think, at least 80%. So that your digestive energy is always, has an ease to it. So that might look like if you're eating meat 3 times a day, you're gonna now move to meat 1 time a day. Maybe it looks like you're gonna start your day with having fruit for breakfast. Maybe this looks like you're gonna start having plant-based meals every night, cooked plant-based meals. And so on. Maybe this looks like you're gonna start adding 1 superfood shake a day and keeping the rest the same, and then maybe changing to having a few plant-based meals, and then maybe having fruit for breakfast, and you're just slowly going to start building, especially if you are coming from, a standard American diet. You might need to move slow, because if you shock your body with lots of raw fruits and veggies, your digestive bacteria is gonna just freak out. And so it's a slow process, but you definitely, it would be a great idea to ditch dairy and eggs and cut back on your meat and start adding more plant-based meals. And so this is gonna give your digestion more ease and flow. And so that is where I would start. But also another huge thing, I'll just say, I'm not gonna go into it in depth in this video, but as your body ages and you accumulate, And like I said, you need to like picture changing your internal environment. Number one, yes, let's look at your stress. Let's look at your food. Those are huge. But you're also going to have to strip out toxins, chemicals, heavy metals, mucoid plaque, and parasites. I was shocked when I started focusing on getting those things out, um, and also getting your elimination channels opening and all that other stuff. Once I focused on those things, wow, did my health change. And so I won't go into my story now, but I went through a really crazy, challenging, like 3.5 years. I wasn't even driving, and it was something intense. But slowly I started doing all these things, and especially once I started getting out those toxins, heavy metals, parasites, mucoid plaque, those things that accumulate in your body over time, once I removed those from my body, wow, did I see a difference. So, but it all starts with your food, your diet. Let's start giving some ease and flow to your digestive tract and feed yourself nourishing, healthy living foods.